Hello there, I'm Dan the Gaming Man, and I'm a massive fan of Fallout. So today I want to talk about the new series that's just been released on Amazon Prime. I believe there'll be two types of viewer to this video today. Firstly, we have those who are familiar with the franchise and are probably a fan of the game series as a whole. And I'm sure they're going to be asking, is this any good? Will I get anything from it? And secondly, we're going to have those who are not familiar with the game series at all and just want to know, is this worth my time? So I'm going to try and answer the question for both types of viewer. So I just want to start by saying that this is a spoiler-free video, and if you have already seen the series, or for some reason you don't mind spoilers, then you can check out a much more detailed video in the top right corner where I'll discuss the entire season and give you my thoughts on each episode. If you enjoy the video, please consider giving it a like and also consider subscribing. I will do more videos on Fallout going forward, and I have lots of content about retro gaming as well, so there's something for everybody. With all that out of the way, let's talk about the characters. So Fallout actually has 4 main characters. Firstly, we have Lucy and Norm. Lucy and Norm are vault dwellers. The only small spoiler that I'm going to give you is that Lucy is going to leave the vault and have an adventure. Lucy is an intriguing character because she's quite naive. Once she leaves the vault, she doesn't know how to deal with many of the problems that will come her way. Meanwhile, a mystery is building inside the vault, and it's up to Norm to put the pieces together and work out what the hell's going on. The next character that we meet is Cooper. Cooper is a ghoul and is probably, of all the characters, the most intriguing. He has a backstory that we learn about through flashbacks, and probably his storyline is the most interesting of all the main characters. I say this will keep you hooked and make you want to finish the season probably in one sitting, as we learn more and more about Cooper. And the final character is Maximus. He's a member of the Brotherhood of Steel. He also has an interesting backstory, but we don't actually learn much about it. Instead, we are shown the same 10-second flashback about 173 times through the entirety of the series. As well as the 4 main characters, there are lots of other memorable people and a few creatures that we're going to meet along the way. So how about the world? The show is set about 200 years in the future. It's a post-apocalyptic setting, as you might gather from the name of the show. And I think they do a very good job of creating a wasteland for the characters to travel through. There are plenty of long shots as the characters travel through a deserted California. For those who've played the game, you're going to get a kick out of it, although you do have to take a back seat on this occasion as you will not be allowed to explore by yourself. As well as above ground, we do get to spend some time in the vaults. Again, for those of you who've played the games, you'll really enjoy getting to see the inside of some more vaults. And for those of you who haven't, it will help you understand a little bit of background of the story and the franchise. The show is packed full of references to the game series, so if you've played it, you'll spend a lot of time going, oh, and that kind of thing. But don't worry if you've not played the game, it's not going to put you off because the references are usually on the screen for a split second, and to be honest, if you blink, you'll probably miss them. I actually think that's a good thing. For those who watch the series again and again, you'll probably see things that you didn't notice first time round. So to conclude, would I recommend this to people who've played the game series? Yes, I would. As I just said, there's a lot of references here that you'll enjoy, and the story's completely different to anything that we've played before. So I believe that will keep you hooked. If nothing else, it's exciting to see the world brought to life with real people, instead of those pixelated ones that we're used to. And how about those who've not played the game series? Would I recommend it to them? Yes, I would. I think this is a very interesting story. I absolutely love the world of Fallout, and I think it's very exciting that this is going to be shared with people that have never picked up the control pad and explored the world themselves. The story itself is full of mystery, it's funny in places, and scary at times as well. I think if you like post-apocalyptic shows, if you've enjoyed The Walking Dead or The Last of Us, then you would enjoy this one as well. Although there are no zombies, I would say it's a little bit more similar to a western, maybe something like Westworld. One thing that I forgot to mention earlier is the soundtrack. It's brilliant, and if you are familiar with the game, you'll recognise a lot of the tunes. If you're not, then get ready to become obsessed with Glenn Miller, the Ink Spots, and many other great artists from the 1950s and earlier. And if I was to have any criticism of the show, it would probably be that it is slow in places, although there are only 8 episodes, so you'll be alright. And talking of being slow, there is an over-reliance here on slow motion. Basically, anytime there's any action, it slows right down. But I wonder if that might be a nod to the VATS system, which again, for those who played the game, you'll understand what I'm talking about. And for those who haven't, don't worry, it's just something in the games where it slows things down a bit like what happens every time there's any action in the show. One thing I am happy about though is there are no bugs. Bethesda must have ironed them out before they released this series. And that's it, my spoiler-free review of Fallout on Prime Video. As mentioned before, I will also do another video where I go a lot more in depth, so if you've seen the series or you want to check out my video after you've watched it, then feel free to do so. I'll have it as a pop-up at the end of this video, or you can go through my channel and find it on there. And for those of you who don't have Amazon Prime, I will put an affiliate link down in the description and the top pinned comment that will give you a 30-day free trial. So that gives you plenty of time to watch the series and cancel, although I wouldn't recommend it. Prime's actually really good, I think. If you've enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button below and subscribe to the channel. As mentioned before, I do some content on Fallout, but I also have lots of videos about retro gaming as well, which I'm sure you'll enjoy. Until next time, stay safe and keep gaming.